Ever since the Halo 3 dropped in September, a lot of Halo 2 Plus users, myself included, have been scratching their heads. Should we upgrade? So, I bit the bullet for all of us. I'll break down who should think about making the switch and who can sit this one out. By the way, use the link in the description to get the best price on the Halo 3 collar. Let's dive in.
Getting this thing off now. Jesus. Oh god.
Oh god.
Yeah, enough of that.
The Halo 2 Plus was always sort of meh for me. With some tinkering I could get it to work, but the location tech was unreliable and it delivered some shocks out of the blue. And judging by online reviews, I'm not the only one who feels this way about the Halo series. The Halo 3 is flaunting some promising new location tech. And if you're a fan of Halo's all-in-one system for GPS tracking, activity tracking, and training your dog, the upgrade might seem tempting. But hold on a sec. Halo's rolling out their updates to the Halo 2 Plus collars, adding the same PrecisionGPS tech through a firmware update. So if you own a 2 Plus, you might want to see if yours has been updated. Mine has. So that settles it then. You don't have to upgrade to the 3. Video over. But not so fast. What about the other perks that come with the Halo 3? Location tech can't be the only improvement, right? And sure, the software may be new, but the hardware is still the same old thing. Let's break down all the new bells and whistles feature by feature. And yeah, I'll be stepping outside to compare how the updated location tech performs on both collars. At first glance, both collars look pretty similar. But don't be fooled, there are some significant changes under the surface. And get this, Halo didn't jack up the price. You're still looking at about $700 for the collars I'm filming, and the cellular subscription starts at about $6 per month. In the box, you'll find 2 new kits on the block, the PerfectFit Kit and the magnetic charging base. Remember the Halo 2 Plus and its USB port that loved to gather lint and debris? The magnetic charging base kicks that issue to the curb. The base even has a USB-C port, and yep, they threw in a cable but skipped the charging block. Again, is this worth the upgrade? Simple. Ever had a problem with the Halo 2 Plus's charging port? If yes, then it might be worth considering the upgrade. If not, let's roll on. Halo touted their PerfectFit tech as some sort of magical solution that would let the collar grow with your dog. Spoiler, it's not that magical, but it's still a decent addition.
So your collar's delivered like this, and basically the loose end of the strap is tucked in here. And what you want to do is put it on your dog's neck. Then you're going to want to pull on this strap. In the video, they show 2 fingers fitting underneath the collar.
I tried the collar on. Me, of course. I'm the pup here. I got it to fit just right, which, according to Halo, is supposed to be a 2-finger gap. Then I used the provided tools to trim and crimp. The instructional video makes it look like a breeze, but I had to wrestle with it multiple times because, surprise, silicone isn't the most cooperative material when it's sliding upon itself. Good luck getting a hyper pup to sit still for that. The crimping part? Easy peasy. Just mind your fingers. The crimp's teeth are no joke. The instructions want you to open it to a 90-degree angle. Really? Could have just shipped it that way, folks. But hey, slap it on, give it a squeeze, and it looks as neat as a pin. It might not be the smoothest way to make adjustments, but having options is never a bad thing. If you've struggled with getting the collar to fit your pup just right, then you have solid reason to upgrade. Otherwise, let's keep going. Alright, this feature is a game changer. Traveling the world with your pooch? The Halo 3 will automatically connect to the strongest carrier out there. Sounds great on paper, I haven't field tested it though. If it delivers, this is golden. And remember, subscription prices haven't budged. If you're the homebody type and your dog is too, then this feature won't mean squat to you. But if you're the jet-setting kind, then think about upgrading before your next vacation. Then swing back here and spill the beans in the comments, and help us all out. The static correction prongs may seem identical to those in the Halo 2 Plus, but look closer. These bad boys are built to last. And that's good news, especially with all the stories of prongs snapping off on the older version. Time to pull test this thing. It's solid. Even when I yanked on it full tilt, it held up and it didn't feel like a torture device either. I'd hoped they'd have adjusted the leash look's awkward placement, but no dice. If anything, it's even more off-center now.
It's even worse, Ben.
But hey, this is a GPS dog fence. The leash thing is more of a side gig. So if you're hoping for a more robust Halo, the Halo 3 could be your pick. Halo says the 3 has a 20% longer battery life than the 2 Plus. That's roughly 4 extra hours. We'll put that to the test, but first, let's get into the GPS specifics. Time for real-world GPS testing, and I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. Both the Halo 3 and the updated 2 Plus update their location pretty darn quickly, pretty much in real time. And kudos to the Halo 2 Plus, its recent firmware update really stepped up its game. I wanted to see how these collars fare in places where the sky isn't wide open.
I'm gonna take the Halo collars into this, fairly densely wooded area over here. And once again, I have them, the Halo 3 and the Halo 2 Plus attached to my belt loops here so that we get a nice bob as I walk, and let's see how they perform in the tree canopy there. And while they do tend to, wander from each other a bit, I would say that all three of these are reliable enough to be getting the job done under this dense tree cover here.
The Halo 3 has a nifty feature called Active GPS Antenna, meant to improve GPS reception when you're in less than ideal conditions, like under a bunch of trees. So yeah, the 3 has a slight edge over the 2 Plus, but the 2 Plus, after the PrecisionGPS upgrade, is a game changer. So if you felt let down by Halo's location tech in the past, maybe give your updated 2 Plus another shot. If you want to see a detailed review of the Halo 3's location tracking, including fence and boundary testing, check the link in the description. So after putting both collars through their paces, here's the rundown. The Halo 2 Plus clocked in at 19 hours and 10 minutes, while the Halo 3 came in at 20 hours and 7 minutes. That's barely a 5% bump in battery life. Keep in mind that my Halo 2 Plus has been with me for 9 months, so you'd expect its battery to be a bit tired by now. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Should you swap your Halo 2 Plus for the Halo 3? Here's how to decide. If you're mostly concerned with the core feature, better location accuracy, then you're good sticking with your 2 Plus. Just make sure you've updated it to the latest firmware, which happens automatically. But if it's the hardware and the added durability you're eyeing, then taking the leap to the Halo 3 could be a smart move for you. No matter what you decide, use the link in the description for the sweetest deal on the Halo 3. Until we meet again, keep those tails wagging.